Hi, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Sagittarius, we're going to do a little bit of read here towards the end of the year. I just want to do a check-in. It was a while ago since I did the last reading. I've been doing a lot of personal readings. So we're just going to do like an overall look into what's going on for you, have a general energy, and then go deeper and deeper into that energy, and then see, like, as we're wrapping up this year, what's going on. Okay, what do we have for Sagittarius, please? And a belated happy birthday to some of you guys, and a happy birthday to some of you guys. I have a little bit left of the kickoff for Sagittarius. So this is your new solar year, right? It's almost like you have your New Year's now, like you're beginning sooner. Animal bond, and I feel one more. It's interesting with this animal bond. I've been receiving this message lately with all the animals. There's something about just the difference, or like the raising of the vibration, and the more that you raise your own vibration, the more close you get to the animals. But there seems to be like some sort of unlocking for the animals as well, almost like we can start to communicate with them in a very different way. I mean, I work with animals myself, and feeling into what's going on with them, but like more on an intuitive level, and sort of like the way that we speak through images. But it's not that I'm speaking of. I'm speaking of every like normal person being able to really feel into and really understand what their animal is saying. Okay, one more here. So Sagittarius, it might be that you all of a sudden just find yourself having a lot of animals around you. Maybe not even by your choice from the beginning. It just sort of ended up that way. I don't know if you hear in the background. I am actually dog sitting for one of my sisters. I'm having this dog, and they needed help with her. Wow, even more animals. And so I sort of want a dog, but like this wasn't my choice to begin. It was my choice, as I said yes to it, but you know what I mean? Like all of a sudden I find myself having a dog here. It might not be that like domestic for you. It can even be that you're finding yourself having like a lot of like birds just come really close to you, or like animals in whatever shape or form comes really close to you. It can also be children, because they have like the really high frequency going on as well, or nature. Like you're really drawn to one of those three, or all three: nature, children, or animals, that they're just providing such a high vibration. And since you're just climbing higher and higher up, you can really be drawn to them right now. We have animal bond, stand up for all animals. Let's see if this is really what it's about. And then confrontation, pick your battles wisely. So, but again, like look at this. Okay. So we have the animal bond with like gazillion different birds. And the birds also represent messages, represents new energy to me. That they're, maybe you've been waiting to hear back from someone, or you're waiting to hear from someone. You're waiting for an answer. Maybe you have applied for something that you wait to hear back on, or it can be like you have your house for sale and you want to hear, like, or a car, like you have something for sale and you're waiting back to hear like what the outcome is going to be of this. It can also be like a big move. It can be like we're moving from one place to another, like those birds that are just moving. When there's like a colder climate, they're moving to a more warm climate. That was hard to say. It can also be like, it's not necessarily physically a move. It can be like you're moving actually from feeling some type of way about some type of thing, having a quite strong opinion about something, and feeling quite standoffish or quite cold towards something or even someone. And then lately, or towards the end of this year, December and towards the end of this year, there's like a softening, Sagittarius. Maybe you're just within yourself, just feeling like this softening where you're just sort of becoming more like okay with certain things that a moment ago you were just not okay with, or feeling more love towards certain people that a moment ago you're like, And I think that's due to the raising of the vibration. Like the higher up towards love you come, it's sort of, it feels sometimes, I would say, it feels sometimes that there are certain people that we just don't change our opinion about, or like they're just going to be whatever they are. And we have like a really they have set ways of thinking about us, and we have set ways of thinking about them, about like really who they are. But then like it can be a surprising thing that we're just sort of looking at them and feel just some type of different way about them. So that can be that maybe not resonating with all of you guys, but some of you guys might resonate with that, like feeling like, yeah, I had that person, or that's going to come up, that you not in a million years thought you were going to even have like one softer thought about someone. So there's a big raising of the vibration here right now. And it's fitting because it's the start of your new solar year. And then confrontation. So here we have also a lot of animals. More of the wildlife, I would say. I mean, this one is obvious, but then I don't even know what that's called. Like a goat type of guy. Do you see that? You see that there's a lot of different animals. We also have like the fairy tale animal. Like we have unicorns, we have the goat, we have several unicorns. In fact, we have butterflies. We have a swan up there. We're more birds, fish, a lot of fish. Is there anyone else? I'm just really drawn to the fact that there's a lot of animals here. There's a big move. Do you see that? Like it's a big wave sort of coming online, like going forward. Yeah, I just feel like you're feeling this wave and you're going with it. If there's been some type of stagnation, like around a job situation, around a relationship situation, or you feel like, it's just not moving, or you don't see any results of it, like there's a big move, like a big wave coming on that is just going to, I just feel like it's just taking everything with it. And whatever has felt stagnant in the past or have felt stagnant for a while is going to start to move. Okay, which one do we want to use? Going deeper into this message, what do we have for Sagittarius, please? For December and towards the end of the year. Probably going a little bit into the next year as well. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? Literally flew out. Passion ignited. See, we have new beginnings. Number one there with new beginning, passion ignited. Something is being lit up within you. Like you're coming online again. You want to be part of stuff. I think you might even surprise yourself. Like, I never used to like this, or I never wanted to be a part of this. And all of a sudden it's like, maybe I should try it. Like maybe I should join that thing, or maybe I should go visit that person, or yeah. And it can even be having felt, I mean, we're coming into your solar year. So it has, so literally November and all the way up to your birth date, and your birthday has been sort of that's you're now in your New Year's resolution, if you will. So you have like had your very end at the year for November, right? So that could have been, it feels like we're closing things down. We're wrapping things up. It's more like a slower pace. And now, coming like towards the end of November and coming in the month of December and moving forward, that's going to be your startup, right? Your startup is not January. The 1st of January is not your sign. It's still the beginning of like starting up stages, but your startup is right now. And so you might have felt like just a moment ago, it was really stagnated, and it was more like a closing down and just taking it easy and just sort of relaxing. Maybe it's a little bit stressful because it's not relaxing, and it's not, it's not fitting the social calendar, if you will, like the collective calendar that speaks to that we're soon coming into the end of the year. But your end of the year has been in November. So Passion is being ignited. You're starting something up here again. And what else there? It's a really good sign that if you've been questioning yourself, like, what am I doing wrong? Or shouldn't this have happened by now? Or like, or the other way, why don't I want to do anything? Like, I just want to lay here. I just want to come home and just lay on the couch, you know? And maybe you've questioned that a little bit, like, why don't I have more energy? Or why is it so tricky? And then all of a sudden, you're going to come into your flow again. Patience. So that's very fitting. So we have 14, a new beginning for the heart, and patience. So this is like, if we see here, this is like the ethereal energy, like the non-physical energy coming in. And then we have like a flower we have a seed there in the palm of the hand. So we have both the like non-physical and the physical flower that's already in bloom. So there is something here that you've been waiting on, or you're waiting to see results in, or that you've been waiting to just waiting on yourself. Like, can I just get going? Can I just feel excited about something? And even that, like even within yourself, and maybe you're still feeling this a little bit, but it feels like towards the end of the year, that's really, really going to shift for you. Depending on when you're listening to this, you might be in the midst of like just having a little mini bursts of like, hey, I just felt like doing something, or hey, I just felt like meeting this person, or or there was the call back, or there was the answer about this that just ignites something in you. While you're not in that, or while you're not feeling that things are really moving, to just be patient with yourself and patient with the universe. Like, I just feel like the biggest way to slow things down and to not have things happen is to judge the speed of it, and to judge yourself for not being able to have things happen sooner or faster. So just be patient with yourself. What else here? Just going a little bit deeper. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? I mean, it's easier said than done to be patient sometimes, right? Certainly if we have like a deadline, or if we have like a criteria for, like, we just need to hit this bar at a certain level or whatever. It's really tough to just sit still and just sort of let things unfold. But it is the winning concept. Truth be told. Okay, another 14. It's such a new beginning for the heart. This is what I'm saying. Sagittarius, it feels like you're warming up. And it's not like you've been a cold person. You haven't been a cold person at all. It's just that it feels like you're... Okay, I'm going to go into this. So we have 14 and 14. That's quite big. A new beginning for the heart. It is a softening of the heart. It's a meeting of the life you're living, of people around you, with a softer way. Like, you're just coming across more in your element and more empathetic. Again, it's not like you haven't been empathetic before. It isn't that you have been rejecting all life, you know? It's just, it feels like you probably have been a little bit in limbo, and a little bit like, I just don't want to be like, you can like people, but you just want to be a part of it, or just want to celebrate it all, or like whatever. It just feels like you've been wanting to just stay home and do your thing. And now it's like you're warming up to the idea of certain things. And there is something that stands out to me that is a little bit like you've had some resistance to, in whatever shape or form you've been in. Like, even if you've been in a really good mood, it feels like there's this particular thing that you're like, I don't like that type of thing. I'm just thinking, yeah, I can use my like oldest son as an example, who has just, for the longest, this turned around for him a couple of years ago. For the longest time, he just didn't want to participate. I mean, that's due to a whole variety of reasons, and it's for you as well. But he just didn't want to participate. And then one day, almost like overnight, it was like he just said, if you're going to invite me for instance, I invited him to come with me to a trip to Spain. My sister lived in Spain. Long story short. And we went there for our holiday. And I invited him every year, and he didn't want to come. And then one day he just said, if you're going to invite me one more time to Spain, I just want you to know that I will say yes. I was like, what happened to you? He just had this idea that he didn't want to go. And all of a sudden, he just sort of warmed up to the idea, and he just wanted all of a sudden to participate. And that's what it feels like. And truth be told, this is when you're just not interested in any type of waste of time anymore, or any type of doing something that you don't like to do, or spend time with people you don't like to spend time with. And on the contrary of that opens up for you actually doing things you want to do. It can be that when we say yes to so many things that we don't actually want to say yes to, that when it comes around to the things that you would have maybe wanted to say yes to, you don't have any energy left. And so you just say no because you want to sleep, or you want to take a nap, or you just drain from doing all of these things that you actually don't want to do. But then there's this, if you sort of savor those moments and you really stay in alignment with truly who you are, you're more in your heart now. Your heart seems to really come online right now. Like you really are stepping into your heart more and more. The new beginning for the heart of 14. It's balance. It's like you're finding your inner balance. You're going to start to, as you feel more and more in your center, you're going to start to say no to things you really don't want to participate in. Even phone calls or even emails or stuff like on a very small level, which means that there's a lot of energy left for the things you actually want to do. And maybe in the past, you didn't even know what you wanted to do because we're so like socially, I've not been this for a while though, but like most people are saying yes to things that they don't want to say yes to. And it can even be such a thing as you're going to work every single day to a job that if you was of your own choosing or you won the lottery tomorrow, you wouldn't go back, which means you wanted to do certain things at the end of the day, or maybe you have a hobby or something you really love, but there's just no room for it because you're so tired of doing something during the day that maybe it doesn't kill you, and maybe it's not the most boring thing you ever had, but it's not fun and it's not completely in alignment with who you are, then there's going to be sort of a depletion at the end of the day. So you might feel like you're being transitioned as well, like you're being now maybe laid off from work, or feeling really strongly that maybe you shouldn't stay put at this job anymore. Really listen to that, because I would really follow in those footsteps of your guidance, that you're being guided to another place right now to just get, truth be told, just to be completely in alignment. Okay? Okay. We're going to have a couple of messages from your angels. Some last messages from your angels. What do you have for Sagittarius, please? Towards the end of the year, wrapping up this year, what do you have for them? A big no? What does that mean? Okay, so some of you guys might have been sitting with a question, and if this doesn't resonate, it isn't for you. So this is when you feel clearly that you're in a question, like you're in a choice mode, or you really have been sitting with a question lately, like should I do this or should I not do this, or like is this the right path for me, or isn't it the right path for me? I feel this is for those people, and it's a big no. It's not. So this deck has a no with no exclamation mark, and it has a no with the exclamation mark. And the no with the exclamation mark is just saying flat out, don't do it, don't go there, it's not for you. And if you feel like maybe that's something that I'm missing out on, or maybe it's like something I should sort of, if it's even a hesitation, I would say that's a no. Hesitation is a no. Or figure out why the hesitation is there. If the initial reaction was, this is no for me, and then you're trying to talk your back into it, it's still a no. Unless it's like you have to feel with this, sit with this. I mean, I don't hold the ultimate answer here. It's what you feel when I say no, when you go, yeah, right, yes, I knew that. I just needed the validation. But if it's something where you initially felt like, yeah, I really want to do that, but then out of fear or whatever reason, you're slowly talking yourself out of it, then just do a little check-in with yourself. Okay. This is really interesting. So I don't feel that your angels are ever out of sorts or out of alignment, but it's interesting because it almost feels like as you're coming into alignment, so are your angels. I've never gotten that message. I never, for myself or for anyone else, I don't even see that the angels can be out of alignment. I don't think that they are, but it's almost like showing, and we have a lot of rainbow energy here, like going from one place to another, connecting yourself to another. So this little group of angels, it almost doesn't pick it up on the camera because it's so, I don't know what that even is called. Very, very, very light colors. It feels like those angels are a little bit out of alignment. Don't ask how I see that. And it's almost like, okay, once you come into alignment and you really follow your heart, there's going to be a ripple effect out into the universe, like even into your angel realm. Like even the angels will line up. It's not that it's your responsibility. The angels can line up themselves. But it's telling you that like whatever you're doing, it's causing an effect. It's really having a good effect. And even if like it's the thing. So when my son said he wanted to come with me to Spain, that's causing a ripple effect. It's going to change my journey. It can be that sort of type of 3D thing, but it can also be like we're really changing vibration in the generations going back is what it feels like. No. Okay. And then one more card. I'm all of a sudden feeling like a stiffness in my neck. So maybe someone really slept poorly. Maybe just take a different pillow. I just feel like there's someone that really needs to like do actually these, movements really work, to do those movements and not just sort of, yeah, I know that's good for me, and then don't do it. This is like, do those because it's really going to help you. I know that's probably going to be like 1 or 2 people. Final thoughts for Sagittarius, please. Patience. Practicing patience. And there it comes. Ask for help from others. So I feel this is a really big one for you, and you're not alone in that. Ask for help from others. There's something about once we become aware, once we become really conscious, and it can even be in like a trauma situation that you're doing everything on your own because you're used to just taking care of yourself. But ask for help from others is really, really important. And I'm really drawn to this. There's like a little pile of rocks, like crystals. So I'm feeling like you're stepping into a really, really high vibrational place right now. So ask for help from others can be maybe not your usual crowd, or, it can even be like ask your angels, ask people that are in alignment where you're headed right now on that vibrational scale. But it's really important that you reach out. Maybe that's even a practice for you, because I feel like this does not come easy for you. You're the helper. You're not the one asking for help. Okay. That's what I have for you for towards the end of the year and probably going into the beginning of the next year. I'm going to do my best to do like a heads up for 2025 to see what's going on there. And yeah, happy holidays, everyone, and happy birthday. Take care. Bye.